Okay, so we are working on a mixed media cow. We have a base coat of the Dazzling Metallics in silver and zinc. And then I've laid down some jelly printed papers and covered them with Mod Podge. And this is a flower that I've got made out of out of dictionary paper. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to fit napkin for these spots so they'll have these purple fleur-de-lis. So let me real quick turn on the heat gun. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take a wet brush with just water. Hi, Cherub. All right. So this one down here won't have a whole lot. I know you can't really see, but I can sort of see the paint shadow. So what I'm going to do is pull that up so we can glue this. This will just be barely on there and showing up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the other piece, and it's just water, and I'm just trying to get it to tear. Kind of where the spot is. It'll almost be like a tattoo. Okay. And I'm not going to worry if a little bit hangs out. All right. Tay, stop it. She is such a ham, y'all. Okay, so then I'm just going to take glue. This is really thick tonight. I'm going to take glue and some water to make a pretty wet mixture. Stop. She keeps poking me. All right, and then I'm going to use a little water on the top. Play with that. Go away. Yeah. And we'll still see that gray underneath. Here comes Tay. Oh my God. We have created a monster, y'all. Oh, that tore. Okay, Tay. You have to get down. She doesn't like water. Get on your own table. And then we'll put this piece down here. Pull some of that extra off. Without losing the original. I trim it later. Yeah, she says, hello, I'm trying to see my fans. Okay. Let's dry that real quick. Yeah, I sprayed her with water. She left the room for a while. And this will dry clear. There'll be some little white wrinkles where it got wrinkled, but those will be cool when we hit them with the gray. And we'll come back in and kind of make sure that it's got that metallic shimmer. Right. So that should, I like that, because that puts that purple over here and some pattern. Okay, and let's come in, and now it's mostly going to be purple, but let's add some, I'm thinking let's like hit some of these dots with color. I like that yellow. Let's do a yellow down here. And let's do a pink. Now this is a fine line. But for what I'm doing, it'll be fine. And let's do a big pink one over here. Well, Mindy hasn't told me what her name is. But it is a cow. And it will be a girl when we're done. Let's cut this off the back. Cute little cuticle scissors here. Let's see. Let's get an orange. Let's put an orange up here. And I think a lime green would look good. Let's switch to the other tip though. Let me match up my other part of my ear. So I can remember what's going to actually show. Yeah, that will. And let's do another yellow up here. I just want to get some brightness in there. But leave some of the white. Okay, let's do another pink. And another pink in here. Okay. Let me see if I can find... I was hoping I had a different orange, because that orange is not working very good. I think what I'll try is, this is a coral. Let's use that instead. It's much brighter. And let's come in here and add that back into there. Add yellow back up in here. We'll put, I think this one gets covered, but we'll put green here just in case it's out. And we'll put green here. Actually, I think I'll put green there too. And maybe a bright blue. Popping out somewhere. Oh, I don't want that to be blue blue. I think we ought to make that a turquoise blue. Okay. said, I think that will add some color, more color. And this needs to just be torn. That'll add more interest to that. So let me get my brush and we'll glue those down. All right, I will glue this side. And I think that'll be a pretty pop of color. Okay, now we need to get and make sure that the rest of the cow has gel medium. I don't think I'm going to add any more papers to them, except I'm tempted to add something right in here. In pink, maybe. So let's coat this, and then I'll get that napkin, and we'll decide. It's supposed to have a hank of fur, like white fur, right in here. So there's a couple thoughts that I have. One is, if I have any more of this paper, a little piece right there would be really cool. But I don't know. I don't know. I might have just a piece or two stuck up here. I want to make some more like that. It was, I jelly printed on the dictionary paper, and then I did just white dots in craft paint, and I really like that. Okay, if we don't, we could use that possibly. No. I bet I didn't have any left, or I got rid of it. Double checking the last bit in the drawer. That's the same thing, but it doesn't have the white dots. It's similar. Nope. It must have been such a small piece that I threw it away. Which I know better. But I kind of like this pink. And it's still the dots. So I think I'll take and I need real scissors. I'm just going to try to cut that curve underneath the mouth. Now, I'm going to do it with the brush. Because if I do it with the brush, I'll get what I want. I'll get a and then I think I'm just going to bring it down. I'm not going to worry about that green on the stem. I want that little dot right there. Okay, let's just trim that part. That works. Let me get a glue brush and glue that little bit down. I'll pull out right there where that. All right, trim that. And I think I want a couple more. I think I want to carry it up the neck. Let me get a different piece. I think I want it to go just a little bit up that neck, not much. And I'm going to get it wet so I can tear those out. That just gives it another pop of color. Put the rest of that napkin away. Okay. Put those away. And let's hit his eyes with white and get him coated. They won't be, of course, white. I'm just putting up a layer of the white paint down. I think they're going to be a chocolate brown. feel like this one needs to go up a little higher. Okay, there we go. It either won't come out or it's dripping too much. All right, so that'll give us a good base for that. Let's dry this real quick. All right, so I'm gonna turn on the heat gun. Hi, Sandra. Yes, it will have long eyelashes. All right, so I'm going to use purple and gray mostly. Excuse me. So I'm going to start. I'm trying to not touch that for a few minutes because it's. I'm going to start with the purple at the top. Kind of give that some definition. And I'll emphasize the purple more. Okay, and then I think I'm going to use that coral. There's a, and kind of fill in right in here. And then hit it around the outside edge. With the purple. And then I'm going to do the same thing as I'm going to come down here and hit. I want to shade it with the coral in. And darken that edge. the same thing here. And I'm going to leave that silver in the middle here. No, I don't like that line. I think it needs to go up. Okay. Thank you, Lynn. It's just a fun way to use the jelly papers or the magical papers or scrapbook paper. Okay. All right, I'm gonna. Some of this is purple's gonna come down in here and stuff later, but I think I need to put more gray in. I just want to kind of darken that. And pull it in. Because basically what we're going to do is we're going to use a damp baby wipe just to get some more moisture in there because I'm getting too hard of a line. don't want to tear the paper. So I'm going to take some of that out that I just put in around here, around the nose. That's what I'm not liking. All right. I like this. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is try to soften get my hand clean too. Like, I gotta clean my fingers. Hi, Shauna. Yeah, I like that better. And then maybe that even connects up here. But it's not real. I think that's looking a lot better. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to make some lines. I'm trying to just round, give that a more rounded part. Okay. Then I think I'm going to come in here with the purple. And kind of shade these spots. And bring that in. And I think I'll just add some purple in there, here and there. Too much there. Too heavy here. Okay. And I think I'm going to come in with some purple here where the ear is. And then add some gray to that purple. Oh, no, that did not work. I got a line when I didn't want a line. So let's try that again. Let's put some gray and purple together. And kind of just darken it. We'll take yeah. We did it again. Let's see, gray, purple. Well, I got it a little bit more what I wanted. All right, let's do gray and purple over here. And let's bring it down. Like that. Let's put some of that back in there. I think I want to brighten even some of this up with the magenta. You probably can't see that on the camera. I'm just brightening the coral up just a little bit. Let's see, I have a pink. Actually, let's try this. This is a mulberry. It's even darker. It's just sliding on it though, right now. But I do like that shadow just underneath here. under the pink because it continues that purple line that I had. It kind of adds that back in. Let's put it down here. It's just, I mean, it's just literally going around the edges and darkening. And smearing. Now, let me bring the camera in. You can see the face a little closer. It's getting there on the face. You do the nose. Still not sure I'm happy with this. I don't want to darken it. I just want it more, I want it more silver. So what I think I'm going to do is see if I have a silver metallic fluid acrylic. Let's try brushing in and seeing if it's not brighter. I think it is. You can see, I think it will be more reflective. And I may need to put, like, let it dry and put another coat. It's not as gray. But I think that'll be, it looks shinier on camera, doesn't it? The blue background is a mixture of, not that, peacock pearl, teal, and a little bit of dark patina. So that's the blue background. We did that. This was leftover paint when we did Java, the blue, the silvery blue. And I don't think I want to do anything to the background. I think we just want to leave it blue. So that's what those are, is a combination. It's the same blue that we used on Java, and the same blue that we used on the little squirrel. All right, and I want to come back up here because I'm going to use this silver kind of like my white, and I want to come in and add some lights back in here. And I'm just kind of dry brushing it in some places. I don't think I'll even hit some of these circles with a little silver here and there. Some of that silver area in the gel print. Just bring back some of that reflective. Not really worrying if I hit the pattern. Just trying to get some silvery back in there. And then on these circles that are white, I'm going to hit them with a little bit of silver where that white paint is. Just so they have some shimmer. I'm going to blend this just a little bit, just to minimize up here. Okay, and I think I'm going to take a little of that silver and some of the zinc and just make a little shimmery mixture to put back in and just brush in some of these areas, which will also cover up the napkin areas that got wrinkled. I want to make sure that there's shimmer back in here. I don't want to diminish our print. So in some places I'll just pop it in. But in those big areas where there was a lot, I just want to get some of that vibrancy back. Okay, and then I want to start working on rounding. So I want to add some shadow back in here just to kind of round this, start rounding. Okay. But I think that got some of the shimmer back. You can see it's really metallic. All right, and I'm going to take my dark gray. Normally, I wouldn't work directly over the paint, but because this is a metallic, it's really sliding just fine and blending. Okay, and then we need to hit around the nose part and kind of get this to blend. And first I'm going to start with some of the purple. And the nostrils are in here. Okay, and then we want to... Oh, I know, the black eyes, they get you all the time, don't they? Dot. Do you want me to put some chocolate brown in there? Dot. We're going to start with a light color. And let that sit. That's a start. Is that getting better? Dot in those eyes. She's going to have nightmares. So that'll start it. Okay, and let's actually going to switch to a black instead of gray. And I'm going to come around the nostril. With the black and bring it in. And there's some, I'm going to look on my phone real quick at the mouth. Yeah, we'll get the rest of the eye in. Oh, we're supposed to stream, y'all. The alarm went off. You notice we squirted Tay-Tay with some water, and she has not been back. Okay. That's the rooster we're going to do, basically. That's like, it's not going to have that much blue. It's going to be more turquoise and the gold and red. Cow's eyes. Well, that picture does not tell me anything. Neither does that one. Looks pretty black. God, but I did want to look at the mouth. Okay, so this comes down like this. And then there's kind of like a bump up. They have some big old nostrils. Let me tell you. Yeah, the rooster is a commission, but it should be fun because it'll be lots of bright, like reddish magenta and teal. She doesn't want a lot of blue, so we're going to use teal and golds. Okay, I need to darken this up. Okay. The other thing we need to do is bring this stem back. Okay. Actually, that's really dark down in here. I think that'll do. Okay. And the eye is very dark. Like, it looks like it's mostly black. But I want some brown in there. I just want some chocolate brown. So let's add some darker brown in there. And then we'll add the black in a minute. All right, and then we'll add some darken it up on this bottom part. We'll darken it up on this part. Okay. And night, Zandra. I'll post a picture later so you can see the finished. All right, done with that purple. Well, actually, I think I want a little bit of purple in here. Oh, I like that a lot better. And I think I might put just a little bit of purple right in here. Okay. Just like that little purple hue. And we're going to bring some of it around the eye, like it's the white. Here. I want to soften the blend out. So I'm just getting a little water on my fingers. So I kind of get a silvery purple. Oh, and I think I need some purple and some gray right here down. Just to give a little shadow almost. Kind of. I'm going to bring some shadow out here. Just kind of cast a little bit of a shadow. Thank you, Ella. We'll get rid of some of that. It's too much over here. Okay, and then we'll come down under here. Back in here and darken the bottom of this mouth. Okay. I think I want to darken in here. And I'm going to darken up here. All right, and then let's hit just a couple little spots here, but not too much. I want to All right. Let me, oh, get rid of that. Let me clean up my hands a little. I got some gray over here that I don't like. And let's diminish some of that some more. Make sure. Okay, I think I'm going to come in with a little of the blue-ish color. And hit just a little bit of the background. I got some places that lightened or grayed up too much. So I'm going to hit it, just brighten it up. We'll take some of that gray out of the background and make it a little more turquoise. All right, let's come down here and hit it down here. We need to get the flower. I like that better. Okay, do not want any purple on the flower. It's got a yellow center. We don't want a teal or a blue. My first thought was white. like hitting some white, dry brush some white on it, and leave it white. We could do the coral color. That's another thought. Okay, we need to put highlights in the eye. Put those turquoise paints away. Yeah, I think Fancy is a good name. But once again, it's Mindy's cow. And we got to put eyelashes on it too. Okay, I think I'm going to put right here and then down here. And then over here, same thing. Okay. Stop, Tay-Tay. When those dry, we'll hit them with some. That gives us some highlights. Yeah, cows do have long eyelashes. In fact, it has, like, it's super long. And then we'll exaggerate it in just a minute. And then it's got down here. And we'll get the little ones in there in a minute. Okay. Okay. It's actually almost got like an eyelid in here. I'm trying to get. Okay. That'll make. So that's the start of the eyelashes. All right, I think I'll go with the small on the bottom. And then we're gonna go. That one looks good. Okay, so let's get I actually like it better with less on the bottom. Okay. And then let's okay, I think that's good for her eyelashes. And I want to take a silver. I'll get some more. I'll get some more silver here. Okay. Oh, I lost some of the dimension right in here. So I'm going to add some black here in a couple places. Okay. I'm pleased with that. Night Bunny. White with magenta. I like that idea. Well, I think I'm going to try the coral first because I think it needs to get a little more orangey to pop. But let's start with the white. And I'm going to use a white pit pen and just hit some of the tips. I don't want to obliterate the... Actually, I think I'm going to use the paint marker. I can get a finer tip. Okay, and then we'll... Like I say, we'll add the white. I want to keep the words. So I'm going to kind of keep the bottoms. Okay. Let's dry that. I'm also going to take a skinny black. I don't have a real dark green. And darken that on that one side. And then we'll come back in with the green. Hi, Fancy. Night Dot. Okay. So let's get rid of that. We'll use this and maybe this. Let's dry. All right, and I do want to darken the yellow edge. Of the center. I don't want to diminish. It's got little polka dotted scrapbook paper. Oh, I can tell. All right, let's try. All right, I need to get up. My hands are still grayed up. Okay, the first thing I need to do is give it a coat of glue. I thought maybe I could get by, but it needs, because that's wet, that's paint pen, so that's not going to work, the markers. So let me give it a little coat, and we'll dry that, and then it'll slide, and we can try it. We'll try a combination of pinks. Ah! All right, let's, I think I want to sign it back here. I don't think it's going to mat up in the mats that I have. Let's check it out. I think it's too big. Yeah, she's too big to mat up. But really all I would do is get a 9x12 backboard. Well, it comes, I mean, and just frame it in a, I'd frame it in a black 9x12. I'll give you an idea. This is brown instead of black. I really need to paint this black because I think it'll look good just framed like that. It doesn't have to be behind glass. So if you get a 9x12 piece of mat board for the back and just have them dry mount it to that board on the back, it'll fit in a frame just fine. And it'll get varnish on it anyway, so it'll be just fine. That'll give you a canvas-like support on the back. And that's how I would mat it. Now you can just get a 9x12 glass frame and just pop it in a 9x12 glass too. That'll also work. Okay. I'm not sure I'm liking the coral. I thought I would like it more. I'm going to go ahead and put some on it. And we're going to do a combination. We'll do some pink and some magenta. I think I'll hit the magenta in the darker spots. But you can still see the words. Okay. And I actually think that I'm going to make these green. Let's come in with the darker. Thank you, Cindy. Coming in with the darker magenta. Like around the bottoms. And the one side. So it'll be a little bit of both. I wish it was a brush tip. And I could really get color in where I need it. Okay. So, I will tell you, I don't think the definition of the flowers is enough. No, I don't like that. First I thought about doing like a sketchy black. Okay, let's see if this... This is a darker color. I like that better. I think that's okay. All right, and then the last thing I think I want to do to the flower is this is a little shimmery berry. I think I'm going to take a round brush. Yeah, the bottom leaves, it needed that, didn't it? And I'm taking just a little bit of this shimmer and put it in here. And you probably won't be able to see it on camera. Just going kind of in the middle of some of the flowers. I actually think I'm gonna hit this just a little bit too with that shimmer. Okay, got that shimmery. I think I'm gonna come over here and hit in here with a little shimmer. I'll just shimmer up those ears. Again, you may not be able to see it on camera. Said it just will add a little pop of shimmer in the flower. Don't have a yellow shimmer. But I do have iridescent medium that's clear. So let's give a little sparkle to the middle of the flower. It'll dry clear. Actually going to put a little bit right in here too. And right down the middle of this bridge of the nose. I'm going to add some shimmer. Here and there. Kind of where I put that silver. And you probably won't be able to see it on the camera. But that, it's just an iridescent medium because you can't go wrong with some sparkle. And speaking of sparkle, let's give his brown eyes a little sparkle too, where the little lighter parts are. And then I'll hit it back with the black again in a minute. Let's come back in with that. Black. I'll come back in here with the black. But that gives some shimmery to that. It'll kind of make them rounded. I would use a spray glue, and I wouldn't use cardboard. I would use mat board, archival mat board. I just don't have a piece of 9x12. So all you would need to do is get a piece of mat board, just regular mat board that's archival, and use the photograph sprays. Do it outside, but they'll do it for you if you ask them at Hobby Lobby. I don't think they charge much. You'd spray this, and you'd spray this, and you'd really want to be careful of lining it up, and then like rolling it down and flattening it. And that's why I would have them do it, but not E6000, no. Use a spray glue And basically what they'll do first is they'll flatten it kind of like in a dry iron. They'll flatten it really flat. They'll get it really flat at Hobby Lobby, and then they'll spray it, and then they'll mount it to the board, and it'll be super flat. And then you just pop it in a frame. But I wouldn't use a canvas. I would use a piece of 9x12. Now, if you want to mat it, then you'll have to get them to cut a mat if you want to mat it. Like if you want it to be bigger, this is 9x12. So, but it goes almost all the way to the edges. So it would be a custom mat. Okay, Button. It's a cardboard cutout from a package he wants on a canvas. Send me a picture of what you're talking about and we'll look at it and see what we can do. If I can give you any ideas of what to do for it. But even if it's cardboard, I would probably use, I don't think I'd use E600. I probably would use, the photograph glue is good. That stuff is sticky. But like I said, spray it outside. And if it's thick, and I don't know if it'll go on a canvas with, I'd have to see it, Button. I'd have to see how thick what you were attaching was, and if you'd have a lip, before I'd understand what you were doing. But Mindy, you like her? Is she friendly enough? Yeah, Eileen's tacky would work, probably. Because that's just a thicker version of this, basically. But I don't know how thick the piece is that you're putting down. Oh, it's like a cereal box thickness. Yeah, then you could just use Eileen's tacky. And then if you painted the edges before you glued it down, like paint underneath it, whatever color the canvas is going to be, and put that, and then put it on the edges so that when you glue it, you won't see the cardboard. Well, Mindy, I'll list it for you. It'll just say Mindy's cow. I think she turned out pretty. And I think we got just the right balance of purples and magenta colors with the silver. And she's really shimmery. I told Bob today, I have just made up my mind. If I don't get a job, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just going to do art full time and sub when I have to. I think if I put my full-hearted effort into making enough pieces every day to go to shows every weekend, I could do just fine. Will I make as much as I make teaching? Probably not. But we're not, I think the flower turned out pretty. And it's shimmery. I'm sure that's a word, shimmery. Let me stop the recording.